Well, I actually talked to one of the investigators just now coming up to use the restroom. I asked him if they were investigating the last set of remains. He said, yep, we got an operation going on over there. And I said, well, was that what you were looking for? He goes, yes. I said, you didn't look like you found anything. And he goes, we found a couple things. So the last set of remains is what they were investigating, guys.
Come on.
Why do such scumbags exist in the world? You brought the trash here, you couldn't take it with you when you left. What an awesome view. Kind of looks like an ocean out there. Not to fear, I will take it with me. That's the remnants of a boat laying right there on the hill. And I'm wondering if these are the engines that belong to that boat. However, there's a chain that's connected to the engine. So were these blocks maybe used as anchors at one point in time? Or were they trying to pull the engine up from underneath the water? Suspicious. A lot of remnants of vacation past hanging out here at the Lake Mead Marina. When this was all underwater. Look how tall this grass gets, or whatever it is. Lots of stuff lying out here in the desert by the marina. This is the hike I took to get to the Higgins boat. I don't know if I'm going that far. It's only 100 degrees today, so it's not so bad, but we'll see. I think I found some socks for you, Alex. Remember in the 80s when you could buy those home weightlifting kits, which were basically plastic discs full of concrete? Do they even make these anymore? I wonder if these are being used as anchors or if Hans and Franz were out here pumping iron or concrete. People sure do lose a lot of lawn chairs on their vacations. When I made the hike to the Higgins boat, none of this green was here. That was all just dried up, cracked earth. There's the fuel tank that I had filmed. And I tried to avoid this big hill, being smart that I thought I was, by walking over here, going up that little path, and oops, still had to climb a big hill right there. It's being reported that 246 million gallons was saved during our little monsoon season rainstorm that we've had the past week. But as I'm out here at the lake, it still looks like it's dropped a little bit. I'll show you, this is a cove that I walked across when I come looking for the Higgins boat. And you can see the waters receded just a little bit from here still. You can see right here, this fresh, wet mud right here that goes into the green grass. The water was up here at some point recently, and now it's down. I came over here to see if we could make the profound discovery, but all I keep finding are lawn chairs. It's not as hot today. I have more bottles of water, but I've already filmed the Higgins World War II landing craft. Everybody's filmed it. It's like everywhere now. And yes, I'm copping out on this climb because there's a lot more stuff out here at the lake that I want to look at. And some things I want to go over that I've been seeing. And I really want to check the water levels of places that I've been to see if the rain's helped it at all, or if we're just stagnant, or if we've lost a little bit of water. So, you know what's next. I'm going to head back that way towards the marina. And of course, steaks, anyone? What is under the carpet? It almost looks like there's a head covered by the carpet right there. You don't suppose. It was not a human skull. It was just a mound of dirt. But there's a lot of artifacts over here. I'm just kind of snooping through to see what I can find. See what I can film. A lot of stuff under the water hasn't come up yet. And a barely used boat seat could second for a futon. It's out here for your picking, guys. Just come get it. covered in quagga mussels though. Is this Luca Brasi's jacket? I mean, after all, he does sleep with the fishes. Why spoon when you can fork? Everybody knows forking is better. Not too much of interest out here for me. Just a bunch of lawn chairs, barbecues, some old buoys. So can head on over and do what we always do. And you know what that is. Lunch. The menus are the best fans ever. So much so, the waitress asked if I wanted to keep mine. Cheeseburger. Favorite one, mushrooms, cheese, tater tots. That's lunch. Now, I love all the hateful comments I get from the cheeseburger haters that watch my videos. So let them rip. I love to give the Boathouse my money. One, it's local, and two, the food is fantastic. So on my way in here, I saw something I want to show you guys about the water level at the lake. Pretty interesting. Okay, 2 weeks ago when I filmed this, the level was 1040.72. Now it's 1041.21. So we've gained a couple inches since I've been gone. And I was gone during the whole monsoon. I was in LA. So we have, according to this, we've gained a little. Again, I asked this question, why can't I be rich? It is a warm one today. Still a lot of families out having fun at the lake. And I spot a couple barrels right here. Highly doubtful anything's in them. It is out here at the beach. Point of fact though, the last body found was found floating off the beach, off one of the beaches. So we're gonna go investigate ourselves. This barrel looks like it's rotted in half. I wonder if Carmine was in there. Maybe that's the other half. Jimmy no-nos. In all actuality, it looks like it was just a buoy anchor. A barrel cut in half full of concrete. All kidding aside, since I started doing these Lake Mead updates, there have been the remains of 2 more people found and 2 deaths out here at Lake Mead. The first set of remains that was found in a barrel over by the Lake Mead Marina. And then shortly after that, there was a set of remains found near Colville Bay, which some people are thinking was somebody who drowned many years ago. And then, of course, we lost a girl that fell off a jet ski and a kayaker out here during one of the storms over the past couple weeks. So this lake has claimed a lot. And if it keeps dropping, which I don't think it's going to drop too much more, I really don't, because the Reclamation District has plans in place and a budget to start a new construction project in 2023 to capture more of the wastewater from Las Vegas and get it back through the treatment plants and down to the lake. So I don't think we're going to get to that Deadpool point to where California and Arizona get cut off. I really don't. But if it were to continue to drop, there would be a lot more found, I'm sure. And I don't know if I forgot to mention the last set of remains that was found out here was found floating on one of these beaches. I don't remember exactly which beach it was. But we're out here to investigate ourselves. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on out here. More buoy anchors. Likely story, right? It's all the rouge. Jimmy Hoffa's in there. Another buoy anchor. You can tell by the long cable hook to it. And maybe not, you never know. I'm looking for Hester Moffat. This looks oddly suspicious, like somebody planted it here. Nope. Just a dried up old shirt covering a rock. That is a super old Coors can. It's more like a Coors shot. That thing is tiny, look. It's a Coors. My boss swore by this beer when I first became a plumber when I was just an apprentice. And my other boss used to tell him it was Rocky Mountain goat piss. Whenever you do one of these hikes, Lake Mead has conveniently left out these little concrete blocks for you to sit on and rest for a minute. Have a cool drink of water. It's so nice at Lake Mead to leave this concrete bench out here for me to sit on, to chill for a minute. Lots of water on this trip. It's a must. Freaking hot out here. Got another abandoned speedboat. This one's in actually pretty good shape. Flipped upside down over here on Boulder South Beach. Still has the jet on it, or whatever the hell it's called. I'm not a boat enthusiast, but I know I believe air goes in there and then comes out here, or vice versa. It's still there. Engine's probably still under here, but like I said, I am not flipping it over. Here's an anchor. Oddly enough, there isn't a foot tied to the rope. They're not that heavy. That might have held a body down for a while. This would appear to be the only remains that I'm gonna find. I have no clue what it comes from. It's smaller than a finger. Not a finger! One of the last remaining straws. The actual last one goes 600 feet underground and ties in to an intake out in the middle of the lake. Watch the building of that. Pretty crazy. The car is way over there. I know, it doesn't look that far. What about now? And I'm glistening. It's time to make the trek back to the car. See if we can find anything on the way. Will probably be the end of this particular video, but you never know. Let's go see if there's anything out there other than me passing out, and they'll find me next. While I'm walking back to the car where I will surely pass out from heat exhaustion, I want to thank everybody for the awesome comments on the previous Lake Mead videos. I'm sorry again, this wasn't one of the big reveals, and I'm not the guy that's going to go around pointing fingers at bureaucrats, because that's not what I do. I don't know enough about politics to stick my nose in that arena. I do know that Lake Las Vegas and the lakes of Las Vegas, two different lakes, are not the reason why this lake is down. That's just pointing fingers. Is it bad? Yeah. Was it done for the wrong reasons? Probably. But that water doesn't equal 186 feet over 95 miles. So that's not it. This has a lot to do with the drought. It has a lot to do with the population explosion, all the building we got going on right now, and just poor planning. So if you like these videos, let me know in the comments. I will continue to come out here. I do have plans on getting out on the water. Thing is, there's really nothing out there right now that hasn't been covered yet. So I'll keep doing the updates, but I really need something to look at. So if you got any tips, let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching. Breaking news. Something happened while I was walking back to the car after I just ended the video. So we're gonna carry on right here, and I'm gonna show you what's happening. And I'm gonna do a little live stream about it, I think. So 2 for the price of 1. There's something interesting going on over here. Looks like we have Metro, the Park Service, the Rangers. I believe that's a coroner's truck. They got a pop-up built. Looks like there's guys in orange hazmat suits or something over there. I really can't tell. I don't know if they're investigating the last body that washed up or what. Something's going on. I wish I could get closer. There are 3 divers out there, and I believe that's what they're doing. They're looking for the rest of the remains, or they found something new. I switched over to my phone for a minute because there are divers out there, and you can see them better with my phone because I can zoom way in with my phone. If you look at the yellow popping up right there by the balls, that's one of the divers. This boat came in out of nowhere, I don't know why. Are they coming over to pick stuff up? Are they taking things out of the water? I don't know why. The coroner left. So basically I'm just sitting here filming. I know it's pixelated video right now, but I'm trying to figure out what they're doing right here. There were a couple girls that went by. If you look to the left right there, by the little orange buoys, there's 2 divers right there looking for remains or looking for whatever just happened out here today or recently. And I think this boat right here might have been called because there were 2 girls that went by on, oh, I can't get them, they're out of view. They went by on those stand-up surfboards. I forget what those are called, but the rangers were yelling at them to not come down, and they went across anyway, so I think maybe that's why the boat was brought up. But those are the divers right there. I'm waiting to see if they bring anything up. Back on the camera now with less zoom than the phone has, but better picture, I think. They're picking up all the buoys and bringing everything in, so I don't know if they found anything or not. We'll just have to keep an eye on the news and see what they have to say about it. Well, I actually talked to one of the investigators just now coming up to use the restroom. I asked him if they were investigating the last set of remains. He said, yep, we got an operation going on over there. And I said, well, was that what you were looking for? He goes, yes. I said, you didn't look like you found anything. And he goes, we found a couple things. So the last set of remains is what they were investigating, guys. All right, guys, that's going to cover this week's Lake Mead update. I know I already did this once before, but now I'm doing it again. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate y'all being here, and I'll see you on the next one.